Welcome to the Animoguls. I'm Megabucks.
And I'm Tycoon.
Today on the Animoguls, we're doing another episode of Disney Showdowns, a new segment where two characters duke it out in a fight to the finish, and we declare the winner.
Today's Disney Showdown, Eric and Ariel versus Ursula.
Alright, so at the end of The Little Mermaid, Ursula gets King Triton's trident.
That's a tongue twister.
Right, and now I don't know what you guys would do, if you had access to King Triton's trident, but Ursula decides to become
A hot air balloon and basically
go attack on Titan on all of us by becoming a giant form of herself.
she's like this blimp, floating around aimlessly, throwing her weight around, bullying all the tiny mer people below. And I mean, poor Ariel's thrown into that little whirlpool thing.
Exactly. I mean, did Ursula want to get her hands on the trident just so she could take a bath in a giant hot tub? I mean, what was the point of that?
I loved it when Ursula turned herself into Vanessa. Now that was crafty. She took the easy, predictable way out in the end. Like, let me just be a giant monster. Let me just do what all the other villains do. Be big, be scary. And then Eric steps in. Ariel already saved him once, so he had to step it up. He's got to prove he's worthy too.
As we've seen, Eric's been on ships this whole time. He's a sailor. Now he's like, check it out. I can steer the ship on my own.
Oh yeah, he steers that thing like a battleship. Once he gets on it, he gets Ursula right in the rear end. He didn't waste any time.
He wasn't like, here I come, Ursula, with this long monologue. He just went for it and ram.
And they probably had octopus for dinner that night.
And leftovers for all of Atlantica. I'm thinking, because Eric killed Ursula when she was still giant,
They could easily feed an entire country with Ursula's remains.
now the real problem is that after the polyps / earth burgles or whatever those little things were, after they become merpeople again, somebody's gonna have to clear out Ursula's apartment and put it back for rent on Craigslist.
Its real estate value has probably gone down significantly because, after all, Ursula was murdered there. And nobody's gonna want to live in a former villain's house, except probably Ursula's sister, who moves in the sequel. I'm guessing somebody had to take over. She's gonna be the one who has to make mortgage payments on it, and, it's not looking like a very good life for her.
Exactly. I mean, she's still using Ursula's leftover magic in the sequel. But when she runs out, I don't know what she's gonna do. I don't even know what she does in the third one, if she even shows up. But yeah, who do you think wins this round, Tycoon?
Ariel and Eric for the win.
Definitely.
That wraps up today's episode of Disney Showdowns. If you want to see more Showdowns, check out Gaston vs. the Beast and John Smith vs. John Rolfe. See you next time on the Animoguls.